Well, hello, XRP fans. I've got two good news stories for you today. We'll also talk price at the end. BTC whales getting ready to purchase a couple billion more. A big confirmation. When is Atkins gonna be?
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Happy Thirsty Thursday. Titties Thursday. Oh, whatever you want to call it, it's a good one because we're seeing a lot of green up on the screen. But before we get to that green, your comments come first. And there's some hot and spicy ones. Stephen White says, XRP used to make me feel like I'm masturbating but can't orgasm. Now it makes me feel like I'm trying to, but with a cheese grater. It's called edging, my guy. It's a lot of fun, especially if your partner participates. Property Services 1 says, your voice is so recognizable by this point. Why bother putting a thumbnail yourself in the shot the whole time? Nothing wrong with that, but if it was me, I'd probably just not thumbnail at all. Just do B-roll you. I'm talking like you do at times. Yeah, the reason I don't put photos of myself in the thumbnail is going, oh, melting faces or grown men will cry, because the show isn't about me. It's about the news, and I don't have an ego and the need to promote myself in every thumb. Trust me, I know I'm not the focal point. Cat Narcosis, love it, says Binance in the US. Really? I hope they can't come here. They pump and dump the market to wipe people out. I think that violates the law, or even two. Do you really think they want regulations? Do you think they're waiting for regulations? Yeah, so what happened was this. Binance said, hey, look, we're not coming into the US market until the regs happen. Yeah, they got flushed for something like, I think it was like 4 billion in fines and penalties, maybe like 4.1 billion. Remember, CZ got in trouble with that. So Binance has taken the cautious approach, and that's highlighting what? That a lot of players out there are taking the cautious approach, and they're going to wait for regs. EK Banjo's World, love it, says if Bitcoin isn't a utility or meme or stablecoin, then it must be a shitcoin. Well done with the crypto dad humor. Love it, love it, love it. And edging, telling you, have the wife, significant other, side action, help you out. Bitcoin sitting at 98,479. ETH is 2753. XRP is at 269. We're going to talk price-wise. Starting to see a little movement in SWE, Avalanche, Fathom, ADA. Yeah, HBAR getting to 22 cents. Doge at 25. XLM hanging out, 34 and a half. Oh, Michael Saylor. Michael is getting ready to buy more BTC. He's raising another $2 billion to fuel his BTC purchase. This is fucking crazy. I seriously think that they're building a bubble at this point, because it's not just like BTC native token. We're talking the ETF players would get flushed if all of a sudden you had a big pullback. These companies that are getting into BTC strategic reserves, the countries that are getting into strategic reserves, there's a lot of things getting and riding on BTC. Software intelligence firm Strategy has signaled an imminent Bitcoin acquisition with its latest fundraising on February 20th. Oh, baby, what day is that, Garmin? How am I out? That's today. This is breaking news. That's why you hit the subscribe button, because I bring it to you every day of the week. Not edging the news, you freaks. On February 20th, the company announced the successful pricing of its $2 billion offering of convertible senior notes due 2030. They're just leveraging future debt for BTC purchases. Strategy estimates that the net proceeds from the offering will be approximately $1.99 billion, $2.28 billion if the initial purchasers fully exercise their option. For those of you out there that think MicroStrategy is making money, they're not. Their stock price is going up, but the company is losing money. They have lost money now 4 quarters in a row. There's a reason they're using future debt to purchase Bitcoin, because they're not making money right now to purchase BTC. Yeah, so that's why they're leveraging all these senior notes. Strategy intends to use the net proceeds from this offering for general corporate purposes, including the acquisition of BTC and for working capital, because they're not making money. That's why they're selling the senior note. That's why I'm a little worried about this bubble thing. And if Saylor keeps going balls deep, he better hope out there that BTC doesn't pull back big time. Howard Lutnick confirmed as the U.S. Commerce Secretary. All right, so this is good, but this now gets us to what? Gets us to the next players. Brian Quintez, CFTC person, and we're talking about Paul Atkins, SEC guy. All right? Thinking that it's going to be done in March. I kid you not. It looks like those are going to be done in March, so we're going to have to wait a couple weeks more. Highlighting this one, because it's important, because this is also big for crypto when you get a commerce secretary that's pro-crypto, but it also means that what? Another job is done, and we can move on to the next official designation, right? The next appointment. Oh, it's so frustrating. All right, good news for XRP. You ready? XRP officially recognized as convertible virtual currency by the U.S. Department of Justice. Everyone's got their own definitions of crypto right now. And that's why we're in the messy situation that we are. Some players out there are like, yo, this is a commodity. Some of them are talking about convertible virtual currency. Some people out there are talking as security. It's all over the place. Some have even suggested that it's none of the above. Yeah, honestly, we need regs, everyone. On February 16th, the DOJ Civil Division and Financial Crimes Network, FinCEN, officially recognized XRP as a convertible virtual currency. All right, has to comply with banking laws, marking regulatory milestone, KYC, AML, all that kind of fun shit, okay? That's what this is about. Is it going to help price-wise? No. Is it going to help with any sort of clarification within regs? No. This is just the Department of Justice recognizing XRP as what it is. Yes, convertible currency thing. Okay, cool. Let's move on now to the other good news. Take the plunge, says a top investor about XRP. Listen to this, okay? And I want you to tell me if this person is full of crap or if they're really telling something that, makes some sense, okay? So would now be the right time to step away and lean into some other leading coins? Not according to top investor Adam Levy, who sits at the top 4% of tip-ranked stock pros. Even after a stellar run in the last 3 months, XRP could outperform both Bitcoin and Ethereum over the next year. I heavily agree with that. I honestly think that XRP and the rest of the crypto market are going to fare way, way better than BTC and ETH. Why? The regs are going to benefit the rest of the market. BTC and ETH were already given the golden pass. So they don't benefit from the regs as much as the rest of the crypto world does. So I take the agreement here. There's also a couple of other reasons why Levy believes that this is the case. First, the December launch of RLUSD. We've seen that gain traction. Okay, is that helping the burn rate? No, not really, because it's not that big in the transaction pool. Okay, what about the introduction of stablecoin, which could increase adoption among large financial institutions for RippleNet, which uses XRP to process transactions? Again, it uses it to process transactions. It's not using it for settlement. That's a big difference, okay? Processing transactions, you're not going to burn that much XRP. Like, even if you got to the scale of, like, Visa on crack, where you were, like, processing every transaction, you would not even come close to eating up everything in terms. Why? Because it's so cheap to move money with XRP. The company also plans to use RLUSD to back tokenized real-world assets. That's good. The stablecoin player could provide another reason they can adopt the faster and payment cheaper system as well. Basically, hey, maybe we could get some people into using XRP as payments. In other words, adds Levy, the potential for institution adoption is all upside for XRP, while Ethereum and Bitcoin have already experienced their ETF introductions and now face downfalls. I totally agree with that, okay? The RLUSD driving up the price by usage, and that's not going to help, all right? We've seen it's great for Ripple, it's great for private shareholders. I don't know if it's really that good for XRP holders. Can it get people into the XRP product world? Sure. Directly? Nah, not so much about. Now, in terms of BTC and ETH having some troubles here, I agree with that. Because again, it's not only the regs that are going to benefit the rest of the crypto market, but an XRP ETF is going to help who? XRP. The case being done with the SEC, who's that going to help? XRP and the rest of the alts, right? Because right now, it's not BTC and ETH freaking out that the SEC is going to bend them over. It's the rest of the crypto market. So if we start seeing these cases get cleared up, well, guess what? It helps us out with the rest of the market. So, do you think that this dude is smoking the crizzy, or is this dude onto something hot? I think a couple of his points are good, while some of them are not. All right, let's talk XRP price volumes hanging out right now at $4.7 billion. Over the last year, yeah, we're still looking at big gains. We're also looking at the potential price action of $3 plus. We're firmly above the $2 mark. Yes, we had Sunday Bloody Sunday, I got it, where we were able to buy the discount at $177. But the reality is, ever since we broke through right here on the 30th of November into December 1st, we have been above the $2 mark for the majority of the time. Yes, you've been able to snipe the bargains, but it looks like right now the market is happy with XRP above $2. I think a lot of us would feel a lot better about $3, but was that too much optimism built into the market? And what did the market want? The market wanted results fast. They wanted nominations fast. They wanted regs fast. That's why when you saw all this stuff here happen where these dudes started talking in February, right, from the whole like new crypto appointment group, people were like, yo, this just isn't fast enough for us. But we got to look back at history and go, okay, but you also aren't getting 30 to 50 cent XRP anytime soon. So, did it move too fast where you missed out? Do you have time to get in before the next run? What about when the SEC gets the new regs? What about the ETFs? What about when we get confirmations? What about when the banks start getting in? What about other players like Binance? And there's other players, maybe not shady ones like Binance, but there's other good players out there that are like, yo, we don't want to get in right now. We're going to wait. We're going to wait till the regs happen. So the regs are going to benefit the rest of the crypto market outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And when I look at this XRP price chart, I go, okay, the market's telling us that we've got way more upside to go, and that we definitely have some strong footing here north of the $2 mark. Now, would I like to see that footing a bit stronger in the 250 mark? Yes, of course. But look at this. We saw quite a bit of time under the 250 zone here where we were fighting for some sideways action, all right? So, comfortable at $2. I'd feel better at 250, but right now I'm not going to complain as we're hanging out at 271. Let's zoom into those candlesticks real quick here to see if anything sticks out at us. We're going to go to the 15-minute, and basically what we're looking at is this kind of action. The price is good, but not good enough for most people to solid make a profit. It's not low enough for most people to go, man, I know I could snap some sub $2 XRP, some sub 220, 230 XRP. So we're in that meh zone right now. And I think the market is definitely going to heat up as we approach to that $3 mark. That seemed to be a very, very big milestone for XRP in terms of volume. Because look at this. When we had this run right here that happened on the 13th, 14th, 15th of January, the market was freaking excited. Volume was nutso, and then you saw it just fell, right? Sunday, bloody Sunday. So obviously, we could get back to that $3 mark. The market's super happy about that, but we also got a lot of players that bought in right here, right around that $2 mark, and that's what sent XRP up heavily on December 1st into 2nd. A lot of optimism in the market, and a lot of optimism is telling us what? You might be okay here, as long as we get the regs and changes fast. All right, and so what we're noticing right now is that there's some good news out there that's not helping the market, but then there's some good news that really does help out the market. The reality is, though, is a lot of money is sitting on the sidelines because they're just waiting for regs. That's why I highlighted the Binance story earlier. The algorithms didn't push it. I know, it sucks to be me, whatever, that's life. But that's the reality of it. Binance and other big players out there are like, yo, we're not touching crypto until the regs are active. You could even have the new SEC head. You could have all the people out in the House and the Senate out there going, yo, we're going to vote tomorrow on regs. And you know what these players would be like on the side? They'd be like, we don't care if you're voting tomorrow. We want to know when it actually gets signed into law, dude. And that's okay. And the reason it's like that is because the SEC was a wrecking ball to crypto. And now the SEC is getting severely overhauled. Now, the overhauling takes time, which sucks massive balls. I know we wish stuff could go by faster. This is faster than the previous regime acted, but I think a lot of us would say it's still not fast enough. Now, in terms of juicy price action, look, we already talked about the alternatives to BTC and Ethereum getting the benefit from this next round of legislation stuff, which is cool. They're also going to get the next benefit from money on the sidelines. A lot of players out there that want to get into BTC, they have ETFs they could get into. They could buy it directly. You could buy proxies like Strategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy. So there's options out there. The same with Ethereum, right? But your XRPs, your HBARs, they don't have as many products where people can get into it, especially that stingy traditional finance. So as those products come to the market, we're going to see that market grow. And I'm going to be here to join you on the ride. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit like if you like what you saw in the video. Drop me a comment. Maybe I'll share it in the beginning of the next one, especially if it's naughty. It's kind of been my vibe here as of late. I've been a little bit more naughty feeling. We talked about edging in the beginning. I know, life happens. Okay, it happens. Just make sure she helps you finish it at the end. And ladies, make sure he finishes you first. Not him. Tell him not to be selfish. Choo-choo, bitches.